It is another Friday night, and you
Hey,
are live at the greenhouse with your girl Mana, and this way, that's C's Rogers. That
and
way,
that's me, Office,
JH.
and then JH.
We're figuring out our directions in this new world. Here, there you go. I pointed to both of you. I did it.
Everything is literally the opposite in this new world.
It is the opposite. So I hope you all are doing good. I hope everyone has survived another week during this crazy coronavirus time.
Trying to.
Life is definitely different, but we are still here. So let's make the best of it. And I am very happy that y'all are tuning in. I'm glad that I get a chance to at least see some faces, hear some comments, or read some comments. And yeah, if you're tuning in, definitely say what's up in the comments. So I know that you're alive because it definitely sucks that we can't have hip hop organics shows yet. And we're talking about maybe doing some creative things so that we can see folks in a safe manner. But yeah, welcome to Hip Hop
For sure.
Organics.
We'll be back,
Woohoo!
y'all.
Okay,
Hey,
always. JH is gonna drop that heat, play that fire. And yeah, just let us know how you're doing, how you're coping. I don't even know what day of quarantine it is or whatever. I hope you have your sanity. I
I,
hope that what,
I haven't thought of that. How many months has it been now?
bruh, too many.
Way too many, and we got a lot more. It feels like it keeps skyrocketing.
Exactly. When my mom came here before the Iranian New Year's, which is March 20th, and the quarantine and stuff started basically when she came. So March,
Wow.
April, May, June, July, 4 months. 4 months.
It feels like 4 years.
It
I don't
does,
mean
man.
I don't mean to be negative, but it kind of does.
It's just definitely like testing all of our mental mental strength.
Yeah, I went out and
That's for
got
sure.
protection, in case there's any crazies out there, living in the city. So I had to
You got
go.
some nunchucks on them.
Just
Oh, yeah, I did it. That's soul lyricist joining in.
hey, still in the house.
Souls
Damn
in
it,
the house. This way, this way. Opposite, opposite.
I gave up. I gave up. Fuck.
Yo, let's see those skills, bruh. Let's see those skills. Get them
Let's
swinging
see it.
action.
I'm gonna
Hold on, you
break
gotta play
this.
the Mortal
Oh, you
Kombat.
fronting,
Dun-dun,
dog. You
dun-dun.
fronting.
I just don't want to break my arcade machine.
Okay, okay.
Mortal Kombat. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun.
You kidding me? I'm not
Right.
gonna break my arcade machine just because Soul dared me to.
Oh, it's not a dare.
Right?
It's a battle.
Don't fall into his peer pressure. Next thing you know, you're gonna mess up all of your shit back there, and then you're gonna be like, "Why? Why did I listen to him?"
All my stuff.
See,
Cause it'll make a great clip, yo. It'll be hilarious.
it'll cost
Not
$1,200, but it'll be funny as
You know what
hell.
I'm saying?
not for me.
Yeah. Steve's like crying. Soul's laughing his ass off.
Right.
You sold his soul for the views.
Gotta do for the views for sure. We better get some like at least like 10,000 followers for that. I don't know.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Donate to the Steves. Get me a new arcade machine. Get me the new
Real
Marvel vs.
talk.
Capcom one that just dropped.
Hey.
Exactly.
Oh
Exactly.
shit.
Hey,
But
yes. So it's another Hip Hop Organics. We are gonna freestyle tonight, as we always do. We got some news for y'all. Steve Rogers got the news for y'all. We got some juicy topics to talk about,
hmm
and hopefully we have our special guest, who's a very dope MC, and I'm very excited for y'all to get a chance to know. And yeah, so what else is going on with y'all, man? Hip Hop Organics, my family. I don't even get to
what
see y'all in person no more.
yeah, what y'all been up to?
Yo, man. This past weekend was really exciting. Uh, this weekend, quarantine these days just be blurring together and stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, we had officially our first, our first client come to the studio, get some recording time in. You know what I mean? After COVID-19 and all that good stuff.
True.
Laying down some bars. He spent like 4 hours up in this piece working hard, bro. It was
Word.
dope. It was dope. It was dope.
Does this client have a name?
He does have a name. His name is Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I saw
Yeah.
that he was at your studio, and I was like hella jealous. I was like, man,
It was
I
a
haven't been in the
blast.
studio in so long. I haven't even seen Soul's crib. Like,
Oh, Soul's Crib is dope, y'all. I don't want to say too much to like, you never know who's watching, but Soul's got a dope spot, yo. He's definitely got himself. You can tell, and he'll give you the tour for sure.
I was salty, yo. I was salty as hell. I was like, how did Steve get to see his house before I did? This is messed up.
Yo, Steve didn't come to see West, man. Steve came to Acoustic Funk Nation, the AFN
True.
studio, straight up.
He came to work. He came to
Yeah,
work.
for real, man. This brother, I mean, I don't even know, man. He ran through like 6, 7 songs or something
Yeah, we got
for his
six.
album.
Yeah, we got
And
six
I was
of them.
salty that Soul got a chance to listen to your album before I did. Like, I am just like missing out on everything here. What the hell?
Honestly, there's a couple verses left. You guys might have to hop on it. I mean,
Oh, boy.
I know you're leaving Tuesday, but I'm just saying, I got a song just sitting there. I got
We'll
one
be
just
back
sitting there.
August 3rd. We ain't gonna be gone for too long.
Yo, Honey Pot in the building. Brett High was good, man.
Hey,
What up, Brett? That's a good dude right there. I definitely
Sure.
I think one of the last shows we did was at it was Brett's show at, oh my god, what is that spot called? The State Room. Yeah, that was like one of the last shows I did before all this quarantine stuff, and it was hella dope.
Oh, yeah, that was sick. That was with One Below.
Yes, it was. Yeah, absolutely. It was a really good show.
State Room?
Yeah, that was my first time playing there, so I was super excited.
It was like
Like
that
a
rotation
superstar.
thing. What
Yeah.
was that called? There's like a name for it.
I forgot, man.
Round Robin.
Round was it
I
a
think it
Robin
was a-
round?
I think it was
Round
not.
Robin?
It's a round robin. It's like a
True.
baseball term, I think. Actually,
Yeah, that was fun. I had a good time for sure.
Isn't it like a game that you play in like elementary school or something like that?
Yeah, that's when you read back.
no, that's Red Rover.
Oh, you're right, Red Rover.
No, Red Robin is when you read back and forth. Red Rover is when you used to just like tackle kids. Remember that shit?
No, it was like Red Rovers in Franklin on over.
Yeah, but
and they
you go
try to
over
run and
tack-
break the hands.
Yeah, but most of the time you end up tackling a kid. That's why they had to ban that shit.
True.
You know this.
So we should do that, like a hip hop version of that, and like just come on, be like, you can tackle your
God.
favorite rapper.
Oh god, someone gets shot. Watch us invite the
Oh
wrong
my
dude.
goodness.
Hey man, that was too rough. That was a foul.
Do mosh pits exist in hip hop? I feel like there's some.
They
shows
did back in the day.
you
They
know?
did,
That's what I was gonna say. I've seen some mosh pits at hip hop shows.
but they didn't call them mosh pits. It was throwing bows. Throw them
okay.
bows. Throw them bows. You know what I mean?
Run
If you hear old like 90 songs, I mean,
So I know you're from the South.
yo,
Hip hop has good light ones. Run the Jewels had a good one when
Nice.
for that third album. That was one of the first times I was actually like, you know what, I'm gonna try that shit. I'm gonna get in there. It doesn't look too crazy. So it's the
Yeah.
metal ones though. That's
Yeah.
the ones I ain't
I've
even
seen
trying
the
to-
ones at rock shows, and they're fucking scary as hell. I'm like,
bro, it was cool back in the day, like mosh pits and stuff. But like I feel like there was a turn in like metal music and metal culture, like 2001, 2002. Bro, people started like doing kicks and roundhouse kicks and like
yeah,
just
too much.
backhanded punches, and you're like, bro, that is not even it, bro. Like,
Yeah,
this is not cool.
this is not how it's done. Okay, stop
Yeah.
ruining it for everybody.
I see a dude get hit with the Stone Cold Stunner one to the.
Dude, the only black eye I've ever had in my whole life was at it was actually a Hoobastank concert. and it was so dope. It was a free concert way back in the day at Florida State University. You know what I mean? Like, it was raining and stuff, so it was super slippery. And these people, the people on the outside of the circle will just push you back in. It's like the
Right.
ropes in a wrestling match. Like, you just
Right.
and
They
go
just
right
like
back in.
push you. They're like, go in there. And you're like,
Yeah,
God
so
damn.
yeah, you're like, I don't know if I was ready for that. So I was going on the outside, like with my chest, and then they pushed me back in, and as I'm turning, this super tall guy, like, boom, comes down with an elbow, like right on my eye, and that sucker was black for sure. But I mean, I went down. I like, people immediately. There was like 5 or 6 people, like, just pairs of hands, just reached down and just
Oh yeah.
picked me back up, and it was the nicest mosh pit I've ever been in.
Aw.
It was
I mean, I
dope,
feel
yo.
like that people are like they're being aggressive, but they're also like trying to look out for one another too. I don't know if anyone watching remembers HF Festival back in DC, the DC area. There was HF festivals that were huge, and they had like 50 different bands. Like, all of them were super dope. I remember it was like Papa Roach and OAR, and that's how I got to go. And Jay-Z was like the hip hop headliner that year. And people were doing hella mosh pits, and I saw like all types of craziness, people getting messed up. Walking away limping and shit, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna stay over here. My cousin was like going in the middle of it, like, he was my cousin Shaheen. If you're watching, I hope you're still your crazy self, because he's a wild one for sure. He would get right in the middle of it, just like insane. I'm like, I don't know how you're doing this. It's definitely not for me.
It's if you're trying to like get into the mosh pit world, like I know I had this experience. I would definitely go kind of like what Soul was saying. Go with like a good pop punk mosh pit. He said Hoobastank. I was at what was it? Sum 41 and Offspring. I think it was last year. Yeah, it was the same thing. I fell a couple times, like 1 or 2 times, and yeah, you'll just fall into a whole grip of hands like you're like a stunt coordinator. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's kind of dope. Like, shit is dope. Me and this dude we both ate shit at the same time and headbutted each other. So it was
my
awkward.
God.
Like, we weren't even trying to hit nobody, and we just headbutted each other. So we both got black eye from that. It was a good time.
I don't know if you've ever been to like a Method Man Red Man show. They always like jump into the crowd, but what they'll do is they'll like walk. They'll like actually like walk a little
Method
bit,
Man.
and then they'll
Yeah.
fall over. And I'm like, man, it's crazy. Like, what if people aren't putting their hands up? They're gonna like fall right into the crowd and shit. It's crazy.
Yo,
but
I've
people
seen
do. They
that
put their
happen,
hands
dog.
up.
You gotta
That
go
joke
Method
is
Man.
funny and sad at the same time, man. When
Oh,
somebody
man.
tries to like crowd surf and they jump in the crowd and everybody just like,
Oh,
boop,
no.
like,
I've never seen that in like real life.
I've never seen it
bro.
in real life.
Oh my
either.
goodness. Oh
That
my
would be
goodness.
so sad.
It's
like,
sad
you
and
thought they
funny.
had your
It's
back.
like, yeah, it's like hilarious until you see them fall on their face and stuff. You're like, ooh,
Yeah, once you see the aftermath.
like that
True.
jump probably hurt.
Yo, my favorite like fight type of thing, since we're talking about like that kind of theme, it was when I saw Talib Kweli like literally jump into the crowd right here in Salt Lake City. Where was it at? I keep forgetting the name of venues. This is why it's been a long time since I've gone to
Metro
venues.
Music Hall.
No. It's
Urban
the other
Lounge.
one on 200 South. Come on, man. Soundwell.
Soundwell.
Yes, he like literally like, because there was like a little fight that broke out, and he like straight up jumped into the crowd to like beat this man, and so it did his DJ. He like literally jumped into the crowd like making a, what is it called, like a boxing move, like just trying to head
That's a wrestling move. The elbow drop.
wrestling move. Yeah, the elbow drop. That shit was so epic, yo. I was so mad that I wasn't recording it. It was so good, man. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's funny. Me and a dude almost messed up a Brother Ali show because like he was up front and he was shoving this chick, and I told him like, "Yo, man, you don't shove a chick like that." And so he
Right.
starts yelling at me, and yo, brother Ali, like he stopped. He wanted to wrap his bars up though. He ain't like stop the song, but he was just like, "Hey man, y'all need to chill over here and chill." Just like, brother
Right.
Ali, you need to get this guy, man. Like, come on, it ain't me. Like this dude was wildin'. Like I swear to God.
Let me tell
Oh,
you
that was a
the
night.
wildest like crowd thing that I experienced was it was Lil Wayne was supposed to perform. Well, he did perform at this club called Love in DC that is shut down now. But back in the day, it was like Dream. Anyways, so I knew the general manager at the club, so he like let me and my cousin and my brother's ex-girlfriend who's like my sister, he let us in early, so we were like up front, like really right next to the stage, and people were shoving us so badly, like they were pushing everyone, like the whole crowd was pushing so much that they had to stop the show. Okay, they had to stop the show, and Lil Wayne was like, y'all need to chill the fuck out. Like girls
Uh-uh.
were they were like pulling girls on the stage so that they could go around and get out because they were getting pushed so much, and like afterwards my thighs had bruises on them
Oh
from
shit.
getting shoved into the stage so much. So it's like people can get so freaking rowdy. And it sucks because he literally had to stop the show to be like, yo, chill out. Like, I'm right here. You don't need to fucking shove everyone. Like, it's fine. It's not going to make anything better, you know?
That's
So,
It's
yeah,
like
that
your
was.
dog. It's like your dog getting like right on your face, and you're like, I don't think you can get any closer, puppy. Like, you need to back
Right.
up.
Exactly. It was wild. It was super fucking wild. And I remember some girl like grabbed at him and was just doing the most. I was like, yo, people are fucking wild. I don't even
yeah.
understand.
Yo,
You know,
speaking of wild people, shout out to Eddie De Leon right here
Hey.
hey, what
Shout
up,
out to
Eddie?
Eddie. Shout out to Brady in the house.
for sure.
Hey,
Yeah, shout out to Eddie De Leon. We definitely can't wait until we have live events and so that we can invite everybody over
for
and
sure.
do some dope stuff. Which reminds me of the news.
It's about the
Indeed.
Hey, Josh, don't I have a theme song? Hey,
Hip
I
hop
found the
news
beanie.
with Stews Rogers.
Hey,
Hey, I found the beanie and shit. I
I love
fucking
it.
Hey,
thought I lost it. All right,
Sway
y'all.
Rogers in the building.
Hey, Sway Rogers reporting live from my kitchen slash kind of bathroom slash bedroom. What up, y'all? I'm here with the hip
What
hop
up?
news. uh, so let's see. What should we talk about first today? Let's see on some the enlightening on some social activism tip. Uh, Beyonce has teamed up with the NCAA. They're going to try to help Corona. Well, not try. They're going to help the Corona impacted Black businesses.
Mm.
Let's see. They it looks like they have found 5 cities, or at least already have 5 cities that are eligible to uh, for $10,000 grants each. So it looks like it's going to be
Wow.
yeah. So Houston, Beyonce's hometown, Atlanta, New York, Los Angeles, and George Floyd's home city of Minneapolis.
Yo, that's huge. That's what's up, man. Good for Bay, because a lot of times I always felt like she wasn't getting involved enough, and I'm sure that's wrong, and I'm sure she does do a lot, but it's just not in the news. So, but that's really cool to fucking hear, because I know she got that bank, so it's like
For
she can,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
like you can do so much good with your power in this world, and it's really beautiful to see her do that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's always cool to like perform and like use your art for activism, but to
Yes.
actually get out there and really like that's why I always try to report on like and I love seeing Royce 5'9", you know, because yeah, it's like one thing like, you know, yeah, that's dope, you're a dope rapper and you got great words, but at a certain point, yeah, it's time to start making a change. Ooh, actually that reminds me. I totally forgot to bring up last week when we brought up Trade the Truth. Did y'all ever see when it was the flood in Houston and Trey the Truth was going out like help like giving food to people, he was getting water to people, he was getting in a
No.
boat, he was helping people. Yeah, Trey the Truth is the truth for sure. So
Yes.
yeah, so
And
dudes
I
like
don't know if
that.
y'all have been to
That's what's
Houston,
up.
but Houston is such a beautiful city. I feel like I only was there for less than 24 hours for a show last year, and man, like that is one of the most beautiful cities. I really want to go back. I feel like people don't really talk about how beautiful it is, and it's right by the water. Like the scene is so live. There was so much beautiful art. Like, oh my god, I in that 24 hours I fell in love, and I want to go back so badly.
Yo, Houston is nice, man. The only time I've ever been out to Houston, I was in high school. We had like a mission trip. I was in the youth choir at the time or whatever. We was on a mission trip. We drove out to Houston, and we actually got to sing during the anthem at the Houston Astros baseball game.
Nice.
It
Oh yeah.
was crazy cool, man. Like the
That's
Astrodome
awesome.
is wild, man.
Oh, shit.
Like it's just like a regular stadium. I mean, it's a really nice stadium. But anyway, we're up in like the nosebleeds and stuff, and all of a sudden, like the top, like the top of the stadium starts to open up, and you're like looking at the stars, and it's like,
Wow.
Mm, that
it's
sounds
dope.
cool.
It's dope.
Yo, and I
Uh,
definitely had the best sweet tea that I've had ever up there. It was so good.
Yo, sweet tea is no match, man. Down in the south, bro, I don't even order sweet tea out here, dude.
It's
I'm
not
like,
worth
I'm
it.
not, I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not.
huh.
It's a shame.
For the
It's a
people who are
shame.
watching, let us know where you like your sweet tea from, and if you've ever been to
Mine
Houston.
comes from my grandma.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
She's the only one who can make sweet tea out here in Utah.
that's true. And she's from the
Okay.
south too, so
yo, his grandma's from Mississippi, yo.
yes,
There you
She
go.
knows how to make some damn sweet tea.
She
I'll tell
knows
you
how to
that
make
much.
everything. Let me
There you-
tell you, this lady, I will
lot.
eat whatever she makes.
Oh man, jealous.
Y'all are making me hungry. What the hell? Anyways, sorry,
make me
Steve.
wa-
Go. We
Don't make
veered
me
off
want to
the
go to
news.
Houston.
I know. Let's go.
Yeah, Houston trip for sure. Once once the apocalypse ends. Once Idris Elba cancels the apocalypse.
Oh
So-
my goodness.
So let's see. Next up on the agenda. Ooh, this is always fucking dope. This is always dope. New verse from MF Doom. He
Oh,
dropped
yeah.
it on. I don't know if y'all have ever listened. I really have only heard these two on like MF Doom or not MF Doom. Mick Jenkins and No Name tracks. His name is Reggie Snow, and then the other guy is Cam Obi. So then with MF Doom, super chill track. It's got a music video, cool. Like it's like one of those kind of like indie movie kind of rap videos. It's cool. It's highly recommended.
It is cool. It is cool.
Yeah,
I mean-
that sounds. I
And
mean,
I hope
love
I
MF
say-
Doom.
yeah, and I hope I'm saying y'all name right, Reggie Snow and Obi Cam. If I'm not,
It's
My
Cam
bad.
Obi.
Cam
Let
Obi.
us know. Send us a message and be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
this is how you say our name. Get
Matter
it right."
of fact, hit me up and send me like a verse, like send me a couple bars, and be like, hey, like even if you're like
Some
diss
diss
me,
bars.
yeah, even if you're like, yo, Steez, you must like, oh yeah, hey, I'll be happy. But yeah, always dope to hear some new MF Doom. Salute to the legend.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
And then let's see, last bit of news. This was actually brought to my attention by our own Amana. I wasn't even gonna I didn't even think to report on this until she sent me a little battle.
did.
Yeah,
Yes.
couple of
Oh, that
battles
was
are
dope.
they're a little bit known in the battle world. They're Daylight and Tay-Rock. They're only two of the greatest battlers of all time. So basically, what happened over the weekend was Smack actually put together his first Gnome event post COVID. So you can get the Caffeine app. I think you can sign up for it if you just like want to watch it on your laptop or whatever. Hook up the HDMI cable. That's probably what I'm gonna do. But yeah, Gnome event, crazy. Before we even get into that battle, real quick, there was Geechee Gotti and Averb, and Loaded Lux and Sue Surf. Those are two of the other really big anticipated ones. I haven't been able I really want to see that Geechee one. And Averb, that's one of my favorite battlers ever. Is Geechee Gotti and Averb too. He's a legend. Anyway, Mana, how'd you feel about that Daylight Tay Rock?
I felt like
And don't be biased.
Daylight destroyed Tay Rock.
I said don't be biased.
I mean, I don't have a bias because I don't know either of them, so I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people can see for themselves. This is the thing, right? Daylight like literally lit his ass on fire. Like it was the wordplay was beyond amazing. Like his name is Tay Rock, and he used every kind of way to talk about Iraq, like in every freaking ways that you don't even think about. Like it was mind blowing. It was so good. It was deep. I feel like I need to watch it like 10 more times just to catch everything correctly. But it was really well thought out. And Tay Rock did cool, but he was more chill. Like he would like say a bar, he would say a line, and then he would like it wasn't like. I felt like Daylight used his time to say everything. He was like, I'm going to get all of these bars in. You watch. Like, that I'm going to go. Like, he didn't have no pause, where Tay Rock was like, his was more like a flow and it was more chill. But again, like, this Daylight was literally chewing his ass alive. So that's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not a bias. It's just a fact.
I know. But maybe bias isn't the right word. Just don't be so rough on Tay Rock.
I mean,
Dude,
Tay Rock is talented.
Tay Rock was nice, man. Tay Rock was nice, bro. He brought some dope bars in there. I gotta give it to the man.
Yeah, he did. I just didn't think it was as aggressive. It was like it was a battle, right? So like it was like he got some punches in, but that motherfucker got like 200 punches in, and he was like if that was what is it called when you're like just like going like this?
Oh,
that was Daylight, and Tay Rock was like, he was punching him, and there was definitely some shots, and there were some good heavy hitter shots, but it just wasn't. It wasn't the same, man. It was.
She's basically saying like if you was playing Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo, you know what I mean, then like Daylight was or Tay Rock, you know what I mean, was anybody on any choice, except what's her name? Holy moly, that just slipped my mind. It's like this.
That's that video.
This female fighter, yo, and like
Killer Instinct. I don't know.
Yeah, and like her 84 hit combination is called the Ultra, and it's like anyway, Daylight.
They've all got ultras, bro.
I'm trying to see if
you know what I'm talking about though.
No, I don't. You'd have to describe what she looked like or something.
I know,
hey,
like
shout out to Ashley Sierra. She just said
Orchid.
on Mondays.
Thank you, Eddie. Holy mess.
Orchid.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that junk just flew across the screen. I was way excited.
Ashley
Orchid,
Sierra
man.
said that on Monday, Smack will officially be on all streaming platforms, which is hella dope.
Oh,
we miss you, man. We got to bring you back on the show. But back to your metaphor of Orchid.
Oh yeah, yo. So Orchid is like the easiest, like the easiest player to get the ultra combination, which is like 84 hits. It's like the most, hits combinations that you can have in the game. So like you literally like destroy your opponent. You know what I mean? So like Tay Rock, he had like a couple of combos and stuff in there, but. So, I feel like Daylight had the Ultra.
So for all my, if I'm feeling you, for all my Tekken heads, Daylight is basically Eddie Gordo right now.
Gordo.
Like it's not fair. It's not even fair. You can't outbar him. You can't out consciousness. You can't outsmart him.
Right.
You can't bring up his character. You can't assassinate him.
Dude, he had the cheddar bars in the second verse. Like, the whole first verse was, like, the rocks and the minerals and all that stuff. The second verse was, like, all about cheese, like any metaphor and simile of cheese, Swiss, like
What was the round when he was breaking down like the whole universe? Like he basically just broke
first.
down how the universe was created.
That was one. That was his first one.
Bro,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very well done, which makes me think that we should start freestyling.
For sure. For sure.
That's a great
Just
segue.
Right?
to put a pin on that, the next one that might happen with Daylight that we might see is Loaded Lux. And if y'all know Loaded Lux, he's probably considered the greatest battle rapper of all time. So that has to be some shit.
Yo, and I think this was the first battle that Daylight has had in 3 years.
Yep,
Damn.
that's a fact. Came back after 3. Yeah, well, we know what he's been doing for those 3 years now.
You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't taking a break.
Right. Do you have a date for that battle, or is that to be announced soon?
They just been announcing it. It's one of those things where it's like they've been throwing, they both threw shots at each other in the last battle. I was just watching an interview. It's just fresh in my mind. I was literally watching Loaded Lux. He was on the phone with Joe Budden on his podcast talking about it. So I'm like,
Oh,
it's
nice.
literally right in my brain. But yeah, I'm just saying, when that happens, it's gonna be like comets hitting the earth.
Oh snap! Okay.
Def.
Well, that's very exciting, and I'm excited, and I'm glad that Smack is going to be on all platforms because I was trying to find things and it was really hard. So
Yeah, you have to get
Yeah.
that caffeine shit. So yeah, we won't talk about how we watched the battle.
truth.
Let's get into some freestyles.
Freestyle.
Hey.
Freestyle Friday. Hello.
Coming at you, Freestyle Friday, you dig?
With a raspy voice.
Uh-huh.
Freestyle with the nunchucks.
DJ JH.
I'll drop a beat for us.
He is getting the beat ready.
You want me to drop one?
While he gets
Do
that
it.
ready,
You got it? Okay.
did y'all see Megan Thee Stallion got shot in the foot? And
Oh
people
yeah, I
think Tory
did.
Lanez
I
it?
heard about that. I'm glad
What's
she all right.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh,
And
here he
she's
is.
not snitching.
So is that you or is that you?
That's him. That's him. You got it. You hear that JH clip? That was hard.
So for y'all who are tuned in, put some words in the chat so that we can rap about it. Hey. Okay. All right. So let me go in. The ladies first. You know how we do it. We out here and we got some thirst. Cause it's hella hot. And we like living in some hell. But you know what? I'm gonna get some water right out of the well. Ooh, yeah. Tell me how you feel when you see your friends. Yeah, family all around you. Yeah, you know we got the pen, writing things down every day. Cause you know I'm just out here and I'm trying to get real paid. Ooh, no, I got some bills to pay. Yeah, you know this life is so much that'll make you stray. Oh yeah, cause you know COVID masks make you really, really mad. Cause you think that you can't breathe. But tell me if you glad that you ain't sick. Cause you know you can get crabs anytime that you want. But you know that's real life and you laugh and say it'll be okay. I don't know, but mustard ain't something that I'm trying to eat today. I'm feeling kind of cold. You know my heart is an icebox, I've been told. Hey,
Yep.
but you know I'll let it melt and I'll let soul do his thing. Tell me how you felt.
You know how I do it. May grab the belt, get them whippings, boy. Yo, that's some old school crowd. Y'all know how to keep it with the butter as the sauce. Whipping that junk with the lemon on top. Y'all know how to rip it when I'm real fat. That's that PHAT for them real tracks. Pretty hot and tempting if you need me to spell that. It's the city rocking with me if y'all need to go flat. Y'all be on the mic, yo, I'm staying hot. Now I'm on the west side when I'm rocking up the block. Yo, peace to everybody who was watching this. Hip hop organics. I be like a samurai when I damage guys off of the top. Hey yo, you know how I manage all my skills from the lock. Yeah, basement jacks, gonna erase the fact I'm from the east side, the B side, Reese live sax. He's like, yo, how'd he go back with the stairs? I be on this microphone with the masks, let me breathe. Turn it off, let me take it off with the flask. I be up on this microphone, dog, give me the cash. You can put it in the hand, welcome the boondocks. Yo, I be on the mic, smoking hot like a moon rock. Dang, yo, it's too high, higher level when I'm on. I be on the microphone, y'all cats are all pawns. While I'm the queen intact, gonna pass it to my man Steez on the diagonal track. I mean the other way with the raps and the flow. Yo, I'm like Ken and Ryu with the Hadouken.
Yeah, and this is how I do, kid. Like Ken and Ryu. So why you even try, dude? Turn the key from white into red, dude. And I can't even say it, you. I brought the mask and I brought the raps and I brought the task. It's like I'm a samurai. It's like they had to die. It's like a necessary sacrifice. Anytime the Gavin rhyme, hope I don't mess my mic. Anytime I said it right, that's right, no robot. Anytime I go on, just going off these words, just flowing off these nerds. You know I'm one of y'all. You know I'm one of y'all. I'm the people's champ. Anytime Steve will rap, that's right, you know I get it all night, alright. Anytime I'm rapping, cause I don't give if they can get an uppercut, what's up chump? Anytime I hit him with these nunchucks. Oh, I'm a ninja, oh, I'm a spitter, oh, I got ninjutsu, and no, I cannot see you. Oh, that's right, because you already dead when I come through and see your people. I'm defeating evil. I do it for the earth. I do it for the earth realm. I do it for this verse. I do it this fifth verse. Well, what does that mean?
Hey.
I don't know. That's right. These Rogers, baby. Got the flow.
C's Rogers got the flow. Here we go. Make it clear for you out here, cause we drink H2O and we make sure that our skin is looking good, looking fine, cause I use that half and half when I'm drinking coffee on the time, on the dime. Tell me how much that you need. I know we out here and there's too many that got the greed and they wanna say some things that they don't know what they say. I just say you can be you and have all that hate in your heart. Let it make it dark. I can make it spark. Get you all the light that you need, and maybe you could be a shark. Oh, maybe not, cause I'm a whale. I'll be coming at you, and I'll just hit you with my tail. Oh, yeah, make sure that you get smacked and put in place. You know how it is in this life. Yeah, no, I don't play race. Oh, no, I'm gonna make sure that I do it with the grace. And yeah, maybe you can get a dose and get a taste of how you wanna act, how you wanna really be. I tell them in this life, yeah, I'm gonna be free. Azadi, you don't know me. I'll just make it see. Yeah, how we do. I'd be like 1, 2, 3. It's easy.
Hey. You'll get that transition on them.
That transition.
DJ JH on the ones and twos.
Switch that shit on, dog.
Hey.
All right, nice little fade out. Nice little fade out. What do we got next? JH?
Oh, maybe your whole perspective is whack. Respect me when I fade to black.
Alright. I'm gonna go back up in these words that got missed. You know what I mean? When I'm in Tennessee, drinking Hennessy while I'm wrestling. Y'all know how to do it. Pick up your phones and stop texting. That's how I groove. I be on this mic like the 1-1-2 when I slice and dice. Get these rhymes, bag of rice, y'all. Know I got the beans, super mean when I'm going in. Hold your friend, ain't nobody ghosting him. Yo, straight up, dog. I be on the mic with the coldest grim. Let my brim turn down with the wave cap. I be on the mic, he's like, what's up with a brave rap? I keep it down, leaving here with them real slicks. I think I already went down the whole list. That's how I groove. Back with a stool, he like, what's up, let me do it. just back in the spool. I just spit, yes, yes, y'all, hard as hell. Y'all ain't ready, dog. Take your smurf some gargamel. Y'all can gargle the flail. You can't rock the flank. I be on the mic, take the cash to the bank. If y'all wanna do it like that, I smell all the stank, yo. That's super funk out the trunk with the bump. When I be on this, it's like, what's up? 6 feet, I may jump, give it 2 hands slam, break the glass like I'm Shaq O, Tack O, Neil like I'm Ed, fathering all styles. Y'all can't drop the braille, yo. Feel that real hat, real. This is real clap. I be on the mic like, what's up? This is grown man rap, real spill. Here to kill anybody that wanna get down. Put you on my grill. Damn, yo, that's them baby back ribs with the sauce. Who the boss? Yo, you can't live over here, nowhere, no squares when I'm in the game. So lyricist on the mic, dog, it ain't the same.
Hey.
You know we in this game. This ain't no arcade, but I hit you with these flames. That's a arcade fire, and that is my desire. And I won't stop rocking till I kill these MCs through the wire. Anytime you thought I'd say retire, no, I'm sorry, cause I'm just gonna spit it, cause I am just with it, cause I am just witty, and y'all can never see me, cause y'all are just a nerd. You just sit at home and you type all alone and off of the dome. I am just the dopest. You're just homeless. I am too focused, sorta like Exhibit, and y'all cannot get it, and y'all are not with it. And anytime I get it, y'all can get ripped up. I'm ripping like I'm Rip Hamilton. Anytime I'm battling, y'all cannot rap with them. Rip Hamilton, I like to play. Anytime I slay, hold on, let me get these words real quick. When I'm wrestling, I'm like stone cold. When I'm so old, oh wait, you get the stunner, ain't no bummer, alright. Y'all can get the #1 gunner, that's right. When I'm drinking iced tea, they probably won't like me. I'm sorta like iced tea, I mean cop killer. You know it's not filler. I ain't on CSI, you know I'm all realer. That's right, that's right. I am drinking iced tea. I am like Nightwing in a fresh pair of Nikes. I bring that half and half all up in my coffee, and I cannot stop these. Sorry, someone stop me.
Hey. We're gonna stop for now. We're gonna come back and freestyle some more. That's what we do out here, real freestyling. But we have a special guest in the house, and I'm so excited to bring him on. Chris Carr, aka BK Wildlife.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's see if we can get some good sounds all the way from Brooklyn.
Hey, what up?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. It's a little bit muffled. It's crackly.
In the background.
Yeah, I'm getting, man, this is unbelievable. My internet is acting up at the studio. I don't know if my phone is transmitting the images right. Are you hearing me okay?
We can hear you, but it's like crackly. So
Yeah, it's like there's something in the
There's like-
background. Somebody.
Sounds like
eating
there's a
bunch of
spider
chips.
crawling on your mic.
Man, it's just so sweet. All right, let me try to fix this. I might have to catch y'all the next round.
okay,
Okay.
we're gonna try to bring you back on, and yeah.
Word.
Before we bring him on, I'll just let you guys know a little bit about Chris Carr, Brooklyn Wildlife. He's a very dope MC, entrepreneur, just like an independent artist, photographer, one of the dopest people I know, for real. And I've known him for over 10 years now, and definitely a good person to know. Look him up, Chris Carr, Brooklyn Wildlife, BK Wildlife. He throws a huge festival every single year. He has like, I don't know, when he comes, he can tell you how many artists he has, but I think it's something like over 100 artists on his festival every single year. And yeah, he's just one of those dope people you want to know if you're an artist of any sorts, whether you're a model, whether you're a singer, rapper, whether you're an entrepreneur, politician, all of that. So
Right
hopefully we
on.
can bring him back on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Should we get back into some freestyle? What y'all want to do? We did actually, speaking of politics, we did want to talk about voting and making sure that everyone knows how important it is to vote. I think it's pretty obvious that it's important, But if you guys can't tell how much bullshit we've had to deal with for the past 4 years, I think this time around is even more important. And yeah, it sucks that we have to get to this point, but I want to make sure that everybody votes. And yeah.
Yo,
Are y'all
for real,
voting?
man.
Are you registered, Soul?
Yo, you know what? I am registered finally at the new spot in the new city. You know what I'm saying? I am registered. I'm still waiting. I don't even know if they're gonna send me a voter's card. I don't even think that they do that anymore because they like for real. Because Utah mainly votes by mail. They send you they send you your ballot in the
They do
mail.
send it. Yeah, they
And you
do.
send it back. I'm like, dude, Florida definitely doesn't have that, man. Florida's voting system is on another
Honestly,
planet.
I'm like, how it's like it kind of feels a little suspect to me, just because you don't know if they like actually receive it or like what if it gets lost in the mail. And shout out to E-Turn in the house. E-Turn said voting
Word up.
locally is important too. More
Yeah,
important,
sure.
honestly, and
It
that is
is.
100% true.
It is.
Yo, shout out E-Turn.
Yes. One of the dopest female MCs out here, for real. Yeah, I think voting locally is probably more important than anything else because those are the ones who are making decisions in your hometowns. So I hope that everybody's registered. Steez, are you registered?
Absolutely. Is E-Turn out in Utah too?
E-Turn is in Florida.
Ozone, the Ozone, Orlando,
Hey.
Florida. You dig?
Yeah, yeah, living out in Utah, I especially agree with voting locally. Like that's like, especially like it's such a red state. A lot of people I keep hearing out here, they'll even register Republican just to vote Democrat. You know, I mean, not like blindingly voting Democrat, but what do you call it? Registering Republican just so their vote counts out here. It's nuts.
Word. Yeah, I've heard that as well. JH, are you registered to vote?
Nah.
Whatever. I know he's registered. We live together. I know he can vote, okay? I know he's registered. He's out here playing games with me. So.
I am registered to vote, but trying to keep up on it as much as possible. It's hard to keep up on local news out here with everything else going on too, but local news is the most important thing.
Absolutely.
But I got a day job and this, so I'm a busy man.
His hands is
So
full.
what
of
are you
stuff.
saying? Are you saying that you don't want to vote?
What are you trying to say?
I haven't looked at news, Instagram. I've only looked at Facebook to respond to people to get set up for tonight. So,
Bro, they send the ballot to your house, dog. You ain't even
right.
gotta go to nothing.
yeah, but you should
He's
definitely
talking-
do research before you check that box.
Yeah,
and
he's talking
say,
about-
this person.
Yeah.
You know,
But yeah, you gotta do research anyway, whether you're gonna go to the spot to vote or not. right?
No, I am registered. I was making a
Sounds like
joke.
some excuses to me.
He's trying to be a dick. That's what he's trying to do.
I am registered, okay? But also, I'm exposing something to everyone. They should all take time to do real research, not just take some shit that your mom said or your uncle said or whatever. Like,
Yes.
Amen to
you
that.
Vote for you. Vote what makes the most sense for you. And
Ooh.
hopefully we all come out of this alive.
I hope
crossed.
so. Fingers crossed.
Oh, snap.
Etern
You
just
said
said-
dropping the. Go ahead.
Vote411.org. That's pretty awesome. I haven't heard of that before, so that's really cool. I'm going to check it out. It will
Cool.
tell you everything that's on your ballot so you can do research. Yes. Yeah, because, it is really hard to do the research. And I feel like I've seen better websites that actually, they might give like little synopsis about the candidates. Synopsis. I'm Persian, so...
Yeah,
But-
yeah, tomato.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of like judge off of a one paragraph what a person is, and like you want to know their history and all that stuff.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's really important. I mean, y'all, come on. Like I feel like if you haven't felt it, I don't know, you might be like too young to feel it, but it's really, really important to vote, especially locally. And if you want to get involved locally, please contact us, man. I'm trying to find people that we can support. Like that was another thing that we actually have come across where it's hard to find people that we can actually get behind. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, especially out here. It's like, oh, so and so, they got a couple good stances. Like that's a good stance, but then they're against them. Okay,
Right.
never mind.
Right. Yeah, because everyone was for Utah in particular, the governor,
Huntsman.
Huntsman, yeah. And then I saw his synopsis. Synopsis.
There you go.
Man.
We learn it out here. You know what I'm saying?
Synapses.
Look, this man was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna wage a war on mental illness," and I was like, "What? Who wages a war on mental illness? That makes zero sense, you know."
Dude.
And I know so many Democrats that voted for him, like you were saying earlier, how people vote Republican just so that they have some type of say. But I don't know. I was just like, this is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, definitely never just like blindly. Oh, they're Democrat. I'm voting for them. So yeah, never
Right.
do that. We would never here at Hip Hop Organics. We would never suggest that bullshit.
For
They're
sure.
Democrat, but they believe in killing puppies.
Yeah, like they can be on some
Or they're
wild
really
shit.
good friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, which is actually a thing about Huntsman as well.
He has
Yeah.
photos between him and good old Jeff.
Good old Jeff.
Oh,
So
my
there's
goodness.
I don't know if you guys watch Superstore, but that
little
like
bit.
manager, his name was Jeff, and they're like, never trust a Jeff.
Speaking of Jeffs, Jeff Sessions just lost in his
Yes.
voting match.
Good. Take that.
Yeah, I mean,
Ku Klux Klan.
Yes.
yo,
And he was definitely one racist son of a gun.
For sure.
yo, straight up.
And I love that because it just shows how powerful voting is, you know, for all the people who think it doesn't do anything. And honestly, I'm on the same boat. A lot of times I'm like, does it do anything? But I do believe it does on some level. So,
Yo, Artemis dropping some bars, yo. You must be mentally ill to wage war on mental illness.
hey, real talk. Shout out to
Hey.
Artemis, man. We got to get you on here. Another dope MC in the house.
Hell yeah.
Yo, speaking of dope MCs, we actually got a bunch of them up in here. Yo, Danny White. We also got
What up, Danny?
Red Simpson. You know what I'm saying? Out there's the Ozone representing with E-Turn.
Hey,
Yes.
what up, y'all?
Yo.
Hey.
Well, you know what? Now that we have all these rappers in here, what inspires you guys to write and create?
Yes,
That's a really
especially
big
during
question.
this time. During this
Yeah.
time, during the quarantine, all this stuff, yo, MCs, other artists and stuff. Go ahead and put it in the comments, man. What inspires you to work on your craft, and what are you doing to keep your pen sharp?
Absolutely. We know it's a loaded question, but try to keep it. Just try to focus. Just try to
I mean, y'all are poets, man. Y'all can keep it short, dog. Ain't
Yeah.
fine.
Y'all can put it into good words.
Yeah. I mean, for myself, I feel like, you know, honestly, with everything going on, it's it's so painful. And when I'm in pain, that makes me want to write the most. Especially with like all these protests going on. I don't even understand how anyone can argue against police brutality. Like, are you for police brutality? I don't get it. Like, even police shouldn't be arguing. Like, why would you want police to be brutal? Like, why? That makes zero sense.
I
So,
know,
like,
right? Like, or any brutality for that matter, but
that's
like,
what I'm saying. Like, how
bro.
heartless are people? And it's honestly, it's disappointing. I feel like I've had to unfriend lots of people, and like, it makes me sad, and it makes me want to write. And I'm like writing and crying and angry.
Some people are sick, yo. Like I honestly, at the end of the day, some people just like, well, not some people, but motherfuckers weren't raised right, yo. Like, who raised you? You know?
No, real talk though. Real talk.
I don't know what else to boil it down to, because obviously the school system is. I mean, the school system is failing all of us. So you can only blame that so much, you know. It's
yo,
just
there's a
like-
lot of kids that did not get any ass whoopings as a kid. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like both of my parents are from Mississippi. and I can definitely vouch that ass whoopings work. Not a whipping,
I mean,
a whooping.
I didn't get my ass whooped, but the threat of it, the threat of it worked pretty goddamn well. And
That's
I mean,
what I'm talking about.
and I think, just, yeah, people have definitely lost their minds during this time. Like, everyone arguing about the mask stuff, and it's like, it's not real. Someone told me I was brainwashed because I thought I wore a mask. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, there's so much data worldwide that shows how masks work. Worldwide, not just here. The entire world has data that masks work. And people are like, no.
Yeah, and those
You're
people that-
brainwashed. And it's like,
And those
Sorry.
people that are calling you brainwashed are like, where do you get your information from? You watched the episode of Joe Rogan, dog. What are you talking about? You call me brainwashed because we're looking at facts? Like, what are you talking about? You've listened to
Dude.
Joe Rogan, and that's it. So-
Oh
my mind
goodness.
is like entirely blown. They're like, you can't breathe in masks. I'm like, dude, doctors, surgeons, people in China, Japanese, like so many countries already do that, and no one is dying. I mean, if you wear a mask when you're like running or exercising, yes, don't wear a mask because it's not good for you then. But if you're just walking around or sitting somewhere public, then it's not going to harm you, and it's going to stop something that is really destroying the world. And I want to be able to travel. I feel like all these other countries are like, no Americans can come here because y'all are dirty and sick. And I'm tired of
Dude,
it.
I actually read an
No.
article about that, and like, I read an article about that, and even showed like a map. Like, America right now is known as the plague state, or one of the plague states. Like, literally, nobody wants any Americans in their country right now, and there's only like maybe like 13 or 14 places that will allow Americans to come there, and most of them are Caribbean islands, and the other ones you have to have like a 14-day quarantine once you get there.
Right. Yeah.
And mainly it's because, one, we don't know how to act right. Alright, so they give us some type of instructions, and we're like, forget that, I'm American, man, I can do whatever I want to. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to, and that's why we can't go nowhere else in the world, man. You know what I mean? Our numbers
Yeah.
keep going up, all this stuff, man, that junk makes me irritated.
We definitely got off topic.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let me-
we actually
let me
got
bring
some
it back.
comments back from our questions.
Yeah, we did.
Brady had a good response.
Eddie said, oh, okay, there we go. Brady said, music is my recovery. Music is my mental health. Music is my diary and listener. Music is my power to help and inspire others and offend others when needed. Music is everything, and I go to complete shit without it. It's just a part of me now. That's beautiful. Yes, yeah. Music is healing, man, for real. Eddie had a really good response. He said, reflection inspires me to write. I look inside and write outward. It's also how I keep the pen sharp. Hell yeah.
Dope.
Absolutely. And
Artemis Thompson.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got themes, ideas, theories, and even just experiences that I haven't fully reflected on for real. That is an inspiration for this man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
E-Turn chimes in with reading has been sparking some shit lately.
Yes.
Okay.
Go read something. Go read a book. Go
Yeah.
read an article. Go read
Yes.
the Encyclopedia Britannica. If you don't know what the Encyclopedia Britannica is, go ahead and research it in the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah, go get one and then find out what it is. Can I say? All right. So the last.
Yo, oh my goodness. Sorry. I just read, yeah, my bad. E-Turn's comment. It really resonated.
Really sucks. Yeah, it's rough in Florida out there, yo. I'm sorry.
It's humid as hell out there, so I'm sure.
Stupid.
Well, they're on some World War Z shit with this corona.
But yeah, Florida got it bad, man. It's crazy. I mean, I can understand because it is really humid out there. So I'm sure it's harder to breathe than like somewhere like out here. But man,
Sure.
Florida has been on like some other shit when it comes to cases. I
Yo,
hope
they had
everyone.
15,600 and like 87 cases in one day, bro. In one day, I was like, oh my goodness.
That's
Please
like
don't
more
come
than we
here.
have
Come back
in
to that.
general.
Like
Let's
just
come
like
back.
total.
We'll circle back around to Eastern.
Yeah.
I hope you stay safe and healthy for real. I love you, and I really I pray for everyone in the world right now because it's rough.
Yo, seriously.
We're trying to stay inspirational for y'all.
Okay.
So Artemis brought up experiences that you haven't even reflected on yet. See, that's the thing, and obviously it's hard. I was gonna say a combination of that, and also what I'm starting to do lately is also read more books. So I guess my overall advice, especially if you're like, well, I guess it's more for someone like me, but like if you're like a lyricist, maybe y'all are focused on this too. If you really love writing, maybe you experience some writer's block. It's just try to experience something new, and obviously it's harder now than ever. So then I would say revert to books, find a book you haven't read. That's kind of what I've been on lately. Cause the thing with life and the thing with writing is if you keep changing your life and you keep experiencing new changes and you keep experiencing new stuff and broadening your human brain, then you're never gonna have a permanent writer's block. I mean, we'll all get writer's block, but that it ain't gonna last long if you just keep evolving in life. That's how you evolve in music. That's the word from Steve's, yo.
Yeah, and I liked how Artemis talked about like ideas and theories as well, because you can if you do have writer's block, like take an idea or like your favorite movie or your favorite song even, and kind of like take that idea and run with it. Like, what is the theme behind that movie that you like so much? Like Catch Me If You Can, that's one of my favorite movies. And it's like there's so much going on. If you can take that one topic and just write about that, or you can talk about like human rights, or you can talk about like your favorite sport or favorite color. Like I've seen some really like Elzai's Colors. That track is like hella fire.
Oh
and,
yeah, that's a
just
dope
having
song.
fun with things.
Yeah. Elzai is a perfect example. He's got another song where I don't know if it's just called Dreaming, but he has a whole song just rapping about having a dream. Artists like that. Listen to dudes like that. Listen to like LP. Listen to Elzai. Listen to LL Cool J. Yeah, see what I did there?
For me, yo, I
like all the L's.
because I've been writing a lot lately. I've been writing a lot during this time. Like, it's been hard for me not to write. Like, I don't know. But what I've been focusing on is more like, it's more from like an exercise standpoint, and so instead of like themes and reading a book, it's more on flexing my rhyme patterns and really like just tuning into whatever comes about. So if I have like a 2-bar lick, like if I'm washing the dishes and like some 2-bar rhyme scheme pops in my head, bro, I'm writing it down.
Right.
And then later I'll come back to it, I'm just like keep trying to let that grow and write that down. Basically, anytime you have an idea, write it down, because you can always come back to it and expand on it.
I know I can inspire you, Soul. Shout out to DeMar Jones. He said, I have to keep my lungs good so I can get my rematch.
Hey.
Shout out to DeMar. He's dope as hell. And if y'all didn't catch it, it was 2 weeks ago that I don't even remember at this point, but he came on and him and Soul had a dope beatbox match, and it was epic. It was awesome.
Check our YouTube page.
Right. And DeMar also said, this is the best time in history to write and have drive. No excuse. There's too much going on.
Straight up.
True. There's straight up. And I understand, like, the one thing I think we're not talking about is how, because there's so much going on, that can be paralyzing on a lot of levels. It can like make you not want to write and make you paralyzed. And that I definitely have had those days myself. And my advice to everyone is it's okay to have those days. But I think Soul, you had a post today that you were talking about just keeping it moving. Like, you know, feel your emotions, but keep it moving. Know that there is going to be a tomorrow, and that your voice does need to get heard. And let's see what Artemis said. This quarantine did free up some time for me to complete my next 2 EPs. Hello.
Hey,
Oddly enough, my
word.
mind was clear enough to focus on them both. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know it's hard to look at the cup half full, but like, you know, Artemis said, this is the time to be able to self-reflect and fight through it. You can do it.
Yo, I want to touch on just for a quick second before we get into some freestyles. Yo, Victor Alves says, what do you think about coronavirus in Brazil? Dude, the president of Brazil has coronavirus, mainly because he has very, very, very similar traits to President Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I think that's rather ironic. A little piece of me thinks it's kind of funny. It's not funny, you know what I'm saying, in the grand scheme, but
It's ironic, right?
It's definitely ironic
for sure.
It's like someone who is being so vicious and careless, and then he catches it, and it's like,
he's
well,
like anti-mask and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're allowed to laugh at that shit.
I will laugh at the president, but I think it's upsetting to see how many other people are suffering in Brazil.
Yeah, for
and,
sure.
I think that's definitely not a laughing matter, and I really hope, you know, the same way that in America, like, so many people are suffering, and I don't even care if you like me or I like you. I don't want you to die. Like, I don't want your family to die. I hope that you can live a happy life. And I think the same thing about Brazilians. You know, I think it's unfortunate what they're going through, and I really hope that we can come out of this.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to scare anybody, but I have heard that there are some like long-lasting effects after you catch coronavirus.
Right.
Like damage to the brain and lungs and all sorts of stuff. So, like, definitely feel for everybody who's gone through that stuff. But
Yeah.
for the president of Brazil, I hope this humanizes him a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not to
the,
not necessarily to the people, but to himself. He needs to be humbled for sure.
Yes. I mean, honestly, I wish Trump would get it so he could get humble too. Because, you know, I see so many people that talk about that stuff. Like, they're like, oh, you can't get it. And I don't want them to get it. Honestly, I really don't. But a part of me is like, man, that I know that's what it's going to take for you to open your eyes. And like a coworker of mine, and I don't know if I said this last week, but basically his friend was going to the gym, lived in Texas, was going to the gym all the time with no mask, didn't believe in masks. He catches it or started having symptoms on a Monday, and by Friday he passed away, and he was in good shape, you know. And Saturday his test results came back saying that he had coronavirus.
Wow.
So
Jeez.
this is not something I wish upon everyone. You know, shout out to Montana in the house. But yeah, she said your lungs are affected forever, and it's true, man. You know, this is not something to play around with. I love everyone, and I really, you know, regardless of if you love me back, I want you to be safe. I want your family to be safe. I don't want you to be traumatized. I don't want you to be affected for the rest of your life, or however long this, you know, this thing will have an effect on you. And we don't know yet. So it's just better to not deal with it. And the thing is, there's so many countries that have flattened the curve, so we can do that too.
We can't speak in a flatten the curve. Let's go ahead and get into some freestyles.
Whoop whoop. Freestyle Friday in effect.
Hey, we getting it in. We getting it in. JH, you ready? You ready?
You JHing?
JH in the house.
Shout out DJ JH on
And
the
then
ones
for
and twos.
For everyone tuned in, drop some words in the comments so we can rap about it. Hey. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Alright. So, I'm just gonna speak. I know how it is in life when you reach your peak. I don't know if it's a mountain you gotta climb, but you know how it is right now. You got the time to reflect and look inside. I don't know, but I I'm just gonna freestyle with my homies, chill on the camera. You know his, but you know I'm just gonna see where this really goes. Mana out here, yeah, she switching up flows. Yeah, cause you know I'm on the flow, grounded, but you know I'm just trying to see what's gonna happen next. Whoopings will make you a little bit less intolerant to shit, cause you'll find out that you need discipline as a kid. Hey, Black Lives Matter, and that is the truth. And if you disagree with that, then you can go too. You can unfriend me. I don't care if I lose fans that are racist, and that's the truth.
That's the truth, and you ain't never gonna spit in my booth. Yo, that's breaking all the rules, breaking your tooth. If you wanna come around, dog, taking the flus. That's the floozy. Who's he for loose sleeves? I be on the mic like, what's up? Call him Bootsy. Collins ripping the mic like a bass line. I be ripping these rhymes. They wanna take 9 minutes right here, keeping the flow hot, letting them know not, letting them go spot. I'm like the Voltron, call me Megazord. Here, dog, they ain't really ready for these laws with the little L. I'm ripping right there like sipping the tail. They wanna get clear. Well, I'm speaking this well. The tap, tap, can you hear that? I be on the mic like what's under the cap. All free versing, you need to go back and rehearse it. Yo, I use lingo and words real quickly from the spinal tap. Where your spine is at, yo, my mind is fat. Yep, this real boogaloo tax like a move right here with the tube socks, with the tubes on, with the new rocks. I be on this microphone like a girl head and drop a moon rock on your face while I'm throwing it with the pitch right in the middle. You swing and miss. How it goes, do the dirty dishes. I'm a ninja turtle while I'm ripping hurdles. They don't really wanna get it in a minute while I'm kicking turtles. He's like, what's up? How you do it? Like that, flipping with the flow, kicking with the mic track. I'ma rip it while I just pass to the left, diagonal facts.
He's past it diagonal. When I'm rap this flow and I grab the go. Oh wait, no wait, I got the GoPro. Oh, you know your blow is so. Oh, I get more brain than Mojo, Jojo, or Krang. He is in the stomach. You know the ladies love it. Oh, that's right, on the Ninja Turtle. No, I'm more like Shredder. You know I get better. You know I will end him. Been drinking like Bender from Futurama. I bring the Splinter Cell. When I spit it well and I give them L's. Oh, I know you mean Master Splinter. Yo, these kids are my sons. When I bring it, they can get it done. Oh, that's right, I spit it for this fun. I'm like Michelangelo. You can't rap this flow when I guess to go. Oh wait, I'm like Mikey. So why would you try me? Or I'm rap by L. Rap this well. I can put rap into any other names. Cranium. I'm insane with them. My mom used to love that game. I used to play with them. That's right. It's with the 4 different sections, and you can blend them, and you can play with clay, or you can get it all day, or you can write some sketches, and it's blindfolded. Hold on, I'm doing a whole ad for Cranium right now. Intergalactic, like the Beast Boy. You know I bring the noise. Yeah, I ain't bringing toys. Oh no, wait, except for these ones. Oh, I ain't bringing any of these guns. That's right. I'm intergalactic, like I'm Galaga. They don't want to battle, they don't want to challenge it. Oh, that's right, oh, Beastie Boy. I'm like Star-Lord with the bars, Lord. That's right, if they can't even get it far more, Far Cry. Why would I lie? Somebody get the next rhyme.
Why would I lie? Call me April O'Neil. Why would I try? Got the Ninja Turtles by me, cause you know pizza on the side. Get that pepperoni. Yeah, get it. Leonardo, Michelangelo, I said it. Yeah, we out here painting a real picture. Tell me if you a real winner. Yeah, I'm a sinner. I'ma keep it real, cause you know I'm eating this dinner. Cause yeah, I'm hungry and these kids gotta eat. Cause we out here, we just moving our feet, making sure that there's something we can all do. I know I'm out here playing like it's Kung Fu, cause I wanna fight all of the evil. You know how it is, cause in this world we should be equal. Yeah, it shouldn't matter what the hell you are. It shouldn't matter where you're from. And yeah, you got scars. Everyone got a past that we afraid of. Cause you know how it is in this life. We make mistakes and that's okay, cause you can be great. Don't let all of these people put you down with hate. I can relate, cause it happens every day. And I just tell them, you know what? I just eat my plate. Hey, Tell me what you're thinking, what you do. I know I got the crown, yeah, you do too. Cause we all queens and kings out here, got the land. You know how it is, cause you know we all are fam. Yeah, make sure that you get it real quick. Kenilworth Katrina, she is the shit. She knows how to do it. Resurrecting queens, you know that's how we do. We live in this life like a dream, making it all come true in front of us. You know how it is in this, we ain't frontin', yo. Michelle Lee, she loves the Ninja Turtles. I miss her so much, it's true. You know, it's a hurdle to get past, cause I got so much emotions. Yeah, you know, it's so deep, like an ocean, like you swimming real deep, losing heat, like you getting real cold. Yeah, on the street, yeah, vivid, you see it in your eyes. It's so many colors and you're going like a butterfly. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that we live life and do what we want to, and cut them with a knife, cut the bullshit, cause you know, gotta keep it real. You know how it is, we gotta heal. There's so much going on, and I know I got the skill that people wanna hate on, and that's just okay too.
Hey, I know you about to get the transition in. We're gonna drop the next beat. I can feel it. I can feel it. Woo! Alright.
Woo!
Alright, let's see what we got. Y'all feed him, man. Y'all feed him. Yo, I'm cutting the beat like my name is Katana, spitting like that. Yo, I just wearing bandanas. You wanna come through, dog? I be weeping like the Copacabana. I'm rolling for mana, Aini when I'm rolling right. Cheer when they see me on the mic with direction. I'm breaking it down, cutting everybody with the C-section. Y'all need lessons, come and see West Western. If you wanna break it down, dog, one for the blessings. Yo, this how I run it like my name Styles Montana. Got a whole pal for the barn with his arm banner. He's like, what's up? Welcome to the man, to serving the manna. That's food from the hand in the factory. When they getting back the beats, y'all ain't really slacking me. Dog, yo, the facts that I screech out like my name Screech. That's them old school raps for the man leech. Them super nerd wanna get down when you gamble. I bring the proctor, move it like that. Dog, you need a doctor, best serve them all, get the Campbells. I got the soup, pop platoon coming through, pop two in your troop. I got the token, stop smoking right here if you choking. Dog, I come through as the one last standing shogun. They can't understand, I got the portrayal. I got the portrait, drop it here, it's like y'all got betrayal. Like, man got the Coca-Cola rolling over, I be on the mic, just verbally overdosing. Know that I'm leaving y'all cats comatose. And if you got the crank, got the ding, put it in the bong if you got the sting. I ain't really ready, you could load up the blunt, it's okay. You ain't gotta smoke it if that ain't your lunch, dog. This how I move like a German shepherd. I'm working like my name Herman, right here like a leopard. Just dropping real flows while I'm growing tomatoes. Y'all ain't really ready, dog. Yo, we hot like potatoes. Passing it, rapping it, reaction quick. They can't rock here. Solar resist, gon' block air.
Cause who do not care? He gon' block air like he's Rudy Gobert. Oops, I mean Gobert. I bring the whole report like I am Colbert. That's right, when I go in, oh, it's no air. That's right, no, we keep it live. You know, we all survive like it's Gladys Knight. Oh yeah. Hit him with the survey. Oh, that's right. Anytime you spit a verse and slowly. Oh, that's right. We advertise. Y'all can't even rap these rhymes. Hit him with the crank. It's like I'm Jason Statham. You know what I'm saying? I'm going Super Saiyan. You know I can gamble. Sorta like I'm Gambit. You know they can't stand it. Anytime Gavin rapping. Yo, you got the mic. You might have to pass it. And it will explode when I give it right back, kid. That's right, that's what Gambit bars. Yeah.
Hey.
Hit him like I'm Tupac in two socks. So who are you, Ark? I'm watching the Boondocks all day like I'm Huey. Oh, who are you, B? Huey, Dewey, and Louie, like it's the crack pack. Oh wait, hit him with the clay all day. And the pant pleats, you can't see Steez. You know when I'm stepping on, you know I'm about to get it on. You know I just rep it raw, I'm just gonna rep it on. Oh, when I set it off, we come together like it's just a Megazord. You know we just get it on, you know we just rap it wrong. Can't set it off when he's getting, you know it's just West. Oh, let me pass it to my girl Mona. You know we can't stop her when she breaks it off proper.
Hey.
Hey,
All right.
I'm
I
getting
guess
red.
we're gonna go into our next topic.
All right, what's our next topic of the evening?
So I actually made a post about this on my Facebook today, and people, I mean, most people were pretty civil, but then it got a little nasty.
That's how it
But
goes on
basically,
Facebook.
I know, right? But basically, I was asking people how they felt about live events happening during coronavirus because I saw there were some live events starting out, and of course, that concerns me.
For sure.
But I was really happy because I did see the folks at Metro Music. They're
Uh, is it just me? I can't hear you. Is that just me? Is this me?
all right. There we go. I don't know if I don't know if you guys can hear me now.
All right, I can hear you.
Yay! Technical difficulties.
It's my headset. It's
Can
all
anyone
hip
hear
hop,
me?
y'all.
No, maybe. Let's
Can you?
see.
I can hear you
La la
now.
la. I don't know why it's not playing anything. Great. Wonderful.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I don't know what happened.
I can hear
Okay,
you.
someone says they can hear me now, but I can't
Can
hear
you?
them, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe,
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I can hear you.
My volume's all the way up. This is so fun. We do this every week, and all of the time we have weird issues. Let's see. Disable audio processing.
It's all hip hop, y'all. Me and
Why is
me
this
and-
not working?
while you do that, me and Sol are just gonna have a little show and tell.
Steve's had them Gambit bars, man. I had to go grab Gambit, dog.
I was
You know.
gonna say some shit about the Megazord and then use that, but you were gone, so you didn't see it.
Oh yeah, my dog was bothering the mess out of me. She had to go use the bathroom. So, you know, I'm not trying to let that dog pee in the house. I'll tell you that much.
Right, dog life. Dog life.
Dog life. For sure. All right, so next on the docket.
Yeah, which is
So
better?
I think we're back.
Yeah.
We're back
Can y'all hear
again?
me now? Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Technical difficulties like a motherfucker. But the
For sure.
camera
For
is-
sure.
So our topic was, which is better, Donkey Kong or Mortal Kombat?
I love Donkey Kong.
I did too. I just
It was
remember
so fun.
there was like a Adam Sandler movie where they had two kids arguing about that. It's like,
You mean like Donkey Kong from Super Nintendo or like the old school Donkey Kong?
the first one, the original one.
I had Donkey Kong
The arcade
on
one.
Game Boy, and I used to play that religiously.
That's what's up, dude. Because the Donkey Kong game on Super Nintendo when it came out, right? Like with Diddy Kong and all that stuff. Like, bro, that game was lit.
Oh yeah, Donkey Kong Country, I think.
Yes, that's what it was. Donkey Kong Country, man.
Yeah.
That joint was lit, bro. If they came back, I mean, I'll tell you right now, if they came back with that game,
Oh, for
They
sure.
probably
Like,
make some. They probably make some money off of that.
like a remaster, that'd be dope. It'd be hard.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo and the guys like made the game are like different companies, so it's like right issues. Anyway, we all off topic now. I didn't mean for that to happen.
I don't even know what I was talking about before the technical difficulties took over.
Yeah. So our topic of the evening is you cut out right as you said what the topic was. It was like a suspense movie.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the shows.
Right, live
That's
show.
hilarious. I was talking for a while too.
I was just pretending to I was like, yeah, making some good points.
I was talking about shows during coronavirus and how there, I made a post on Facebook and a lot of people were talking about that. And at the Metro Music Hall, I saw that they were doing some shows and they talked about how they are taking a lot of precautions. And that made me feel good because basically their precautions were like all the things that we, as Hip Hop Organics team, we've talked about the requirements that we would expect from a venue before we did any shows, because we want to make sure everything is safe and healthy, everyone is healthy. And I really appreciated that. They were talking about how it was like a zero tolerance for mask wearing. If you wear it under your nose, you're out. And I appreciated that because you need
I
to
appreciate that so much. I walk around all these different grocery stores to go and get stuff, and there's so many people not wearing their mask correctly, and it's like, bruh, like, if you're like, might as well not be wearing a mask. Like, the whole point of this is to keep you from breathing on me, and your nose is out. Like, you breathe through your nose, bitch.
Right. Exactly. It's super frustrating. Oh, but they also are doing like the no bar service, so you have to text your drinks to the bar, and I think that's a really cool idea because
Gotta keep
everyone
them
likes to
employed.
huddle at the bar, and I think it's really cool and creative that they're like, oh, just text us your drink.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good to at least go and support people who have been bartending for years, and that's what they do. Like,
Yeah.
go and support your local pubs and all that stuff as best as you can, man.
Yeah, they have like a little barcode for the menu. At least the one I haven't been. I went to a restaurant for the first time since this whole COVID thing happened, and they bring out a little barcode and you scan it with your phone, and then you look at the menu online.
Oh yeah, I like that too. That's such a great idea,
Honestly, I wanted that like before COVID,
right?
because there a lot of times they would just hand you. I mean, I'm not necessarily okay. What I'm about to say is going to make me sound like a germaphobe, but I'm not that much of a germaphobe. But it's just annoying. Sometimes they hand you these menus and they are dirty, super dirty. Like, just got
They'll
like
just have like food on it. And
some have like food and like spit and whatever else on it, and it's like, come on, bro. Like, you could at least like wipe this off before putting it on the table.
right?
Like, so
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No bueno.
So I don't
True
know how y'all
that,
feel
true
about live events that are happening. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people seem like they weren't ready. I like how I think it was Jason. I can't remember his last name. Freaky Jason. I know that's his rap name. He was saying how he basically isn't going to do any shows until the thought of doing it doesn't make his stomach flip. And I like that because it's like, you got to feel comfortable. You can't, especially as a performer, like, you don't want to be up there like feeling nervous or anxious or think that like, oh shit, am I going to get it? Is this how it's going to happen? So I understand that. I think us as a team, Hip Hop Organics, we are talking about creative ways of doing it. And definitely, like, if we were to do something at a venue, we would definitely have requirements that we would expect the venue to meet and be able to, what is it called? Implement.
Yeah.
Full on hazmat gear. You better look like you working for Breaking Bad, yo.
Astronaut party.
Yeah, you better come looking like Darth Vader or Lance Armstrong.
Oh my God, this is like
Right.
Lance Armstrong.
That's
Yeah, he's astronaut in a
Neil
spacesuit.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil-
I was like, wait
Lance
a second.
Armstrong
Lance
is the
Armstrong, he's
dude riding a
cyclist.
bicycle. Yeah.
Wait a minute, you're gonna come with biker shorts?
All right,
Come
well,
over with spandex and
that's it for Steve Rogers. I'm out for the night. Hey. Turn my camera
Well,
off.
there we go. Steve's
right.
going to outer space, and he'll be back shortly, hopefully.
Yo, we got Thundercat taking over,
Oh,
and he's out.
He's coming with me. I need him in space.
truth. Actually, you know what? That's a great idea. I really like this Darth Vader party idea.
You could do something. Do like a cosplay party. Make it safe. Everybody, your character has to have a mask though.
Yeah, exactly. You or your character have to have a mask. And I mean, I feel like you can get super creative with masks nowadays. You can literally draw on your mask. There's so many cool masks out there, and
I mean,
yeah,
the thing
come on,
with
man.
like the thing with the mask, like, why I don't understand why people get so mad, because you know what a mask actually does do? It prevents you from spitting in my face when you talk. It prevents spit from ejecting out of your mouth and hitting me right in the cheekbone. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that happens, man. And at least with the mask, you're preventing that from happening. So I feel like that's at least a step in the right direction. So whether you believe or not, it is effective in, you know what I mean, in like the right kind of way of preventing this coronavirus or whatever. Like, that doesn't even matter. Just you not being able to hack a little piece of spit in my eyeball, like, makes me smile.
Yo, can I say? I just want to say too. If you're out there and you're not wearing a mask, you will get frozen by Sub-Zero himself. I will find you.
Hey, Sub-Zero. Speaking of Sub-Zero, yo. Hey, how's this?
You out there not again? If you're not wearing a mask out there, I will take out your spine.
Yo, you can hear that beat pretty good?
Yeah, you playing that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We gonna drop some free verses. Need to go ahead and go home and hit the research it. Y'all can hit the Google if you want. Maybe yahoo.com for yahoos at your mom's house. Got the crib, trying to break bread. He's like, what's up, yo? I'ma just take your legs if you want to mess with the dude. Instead, yo, soul lyricist on the mic. He cool with the rent. He's like, what's up? Wanna pass that? You stuck up in the maze, ready for the hazmat suit. Maybe they call me Darth Vader. I be on the mic in the darkness with all faders, cross faders. That's what I'm reverting to. Reserving, researching while I'm here with the fervent news. Yo, pass to my man Steve's back running, bringing the dudes.
Bringing in the truth. Anytime I'm stepping the booth, oh, that's right, and I can't see you. Oh, it's too foggy. You know you can't stop me. It's too much smoke. It's too much heat. I can't hear anything. What happened? It cut out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, now I can hear it. Sorry, cut out.
Oh, my bad.
Go Acapulco. Oh no. Oh, that's right. You need to take no slow-mo. Oh, that's right. I'm rolling like a solo. With Darth Vader, I am on solo. I am too pro. I need the promo. That's right. That's right, Godster. That's right. I'm Luke Skywalker. Oh, anytime. Cause you know I'm OG. You know if you know me, you know me. Oh, that's right. You got no teeth. That's right. You know I got the layer. That is my sister. Oh, I got the layer. Oh, I got the jump. Yo, just a jump. Oh, if you trying to vote for Trump. Oh, y'all just a jump. Anytime I'm beating down, I am like brand new begin. Who is him? Oh, that's right. I'm bringing new music in. Brand new begin. Act or for tomorrow. We gonna go far when I'm fitting these balls. You know they so hard. Don't know where Mana. Oh wait, it's just Steve Rogers, and so we gonna break them off proper. You don't even know you get something and started. Double get slaughtered. So slaughterhouse. I'm about, you know I'm not a voice, but I got some voice. Oh, this is my choice. With you and your boys. Oh, that's right. Oh, it's so sudden. Y'all can dip it up. Y'all can Joe Button up. You live away. I don't give a shit anytime. I bet you can get it there. Let me pass it back to Soul. You know I gone over. Yo. You know he's got that flow.
Hey, you know how I got the flow. You know how I got the soul. Too much funk from the 1970s if you really feeling the those. It's how I be throwing them bows. Yo, I be on the mic like walking the maze, walking the haze if you wish to. Got the fog, yo, straight up dog. I cut through the smog like I'm up in the mountains when I'm seeing above. Y'all know how to do it while I'm kicking it with the doves. That's real like I'm a turtle. Y'all ain't really ready when I'm coming through Minerva. With them real hot, ripping the block, right chair on the shot. It's too sure. Ripping the mic is like what's up. Hip hop is way too pure. Yo, this how we do it with the free verse, and you need to go home. Microphone master, yo, I just let the bees burst and burst bees. Y'all go ahead and apply some Burt's Bees to your lips if they way too chapped. Yo, I'll be up on the mic for this and for that.
Hey, this for that. I don't know, but Mana, she out here and she's spitting facts safe. Oh. Yeah, spitting facts. Maybe if you old school, I send you a fact.
Hey.
Tell me if you get it. Yeah, you know what I say. Yeah, it's on the record. So it's spinning around and around. Maybe we get out here and see it. I don't know if you can hear me, but you know I'm just trying to speak clearly. It's the life that keeping us down, and yeah, you know I stay here in the crown, and maybe the volume needs to go up. I don't know how to do it, but I ain't giving up. Maybe you can hear me better, but you know I'm out here. I'm not chasing the cheddar. I'm chasing the truth. I'm chasing what's in my soul, 'cause you know that's how where you get the gold, and that's the real gold. Yeah, I see it. You know I'm not gonna tell y'all my secret, 'cause there's too much that people wanna steal. Yeah, 'cause there's too many things you gotta feel. Emotions going down and up. I know how it is when you ain't giving up on your dreams, on who you be, on these sleazy motherfuckers that don't know what you need. Trying to manipulate, trying to take away, trying to do things that won't let you be great. Yeah, stopping it and coming into the times. I don't know, but yeah, I'll put it in the rhyme about the mudslides that I go under. It's crazy. All of these things will make you a better lady. Yeah, don't settle for the things that suck. I tell them, you know, you just gotta look up. Make sure that you see it. Yeah, there's a kitten right by me, and she's trying to get bitten, smitten. Oh, I don't know, but you know, I'm not gonna be doing that vulgar shit, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna be out here like a fortress, keeping it all around me like a soldier that you come through and make sure you ain't breaking all of these things that I'm taking. Hey.
Hey. Thesis. Thesis. Thesis.
Anytime you freeze this, yeah, I can't even resist. I'm on this mob team shit. There's a war going on outside. You ain't safe from, came from. You can get blade done. Oh, that's right. You know you can't hate Oh, you can't hate Anytime I'm bringing, that's right. You know I should be saying. You know what I'm saying? These riders. You know he don't need no office. I don't need no ghost. I just hit all the fire. Hold on. Let me get on me. Bring your whole army. They can just talk me. They can never stop me. That's all armor is always on me. Mandalorian, oh you can call it man. You know the story fan. Oh wait, you're gonna have to pop your DeLorean. You go back in time before you ever tried to rhyme in front of my eyes, in front of my sight, because that was the worst day in life. Oh, that's why I started rapping like I'm daylight. Anytime he plays right, y'all can't even know, cause y'all don't need to play right.
Hey, Steve! Dog, this brother is cold, man.
Yo, this beat is hard as fuck.
Hey, yo, this dude is cold. I'ma spit it like that, like I'm 133 years old. That means I'm probably a wise man or a wizard. Whichever way, I'm cold as a lizard. No understand, maybe cold as a blizzard. Yo, straight up thought they can't drop the ignorant folks like we just call them ignorance. Yo, that's how we're coming through. It's like, what's up with his pigment? I'm a light shade of tan, maybe with the brown. I be on this mic like what's up with these funky sounds. Yo, the super best. I be rolling out here, rocking all the way from Salt Lake to Budapest. Who's next on the mic when I'm spitting it first? Hey yo, straight coming through, put your ass in a hearse if you wish to. Maybe that's the Ecto One. Use a ghost star coming through. I spec your son. Yo, this how I do, but can't expect with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo, I got him on 5. Stay alive while I dip in the vibe. Trust a tribe. Yo, this how we do it, dog. Electric slide.
Oh, and the beat subsides.
The beat subsides.
No
All right, here we go.
lie.
I don't even know what this one's gonna sound like.
Okay, I got this. I'm gonna let it drop first. Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of being in the office, but you know I'm not on that soft shit. Making sure that I'm out here in the streets. Yeah, make sure that I speak. Make sure that I'm heard out there, 'cause you know there's too many that don't really care if you're alive or if you're dead. Put you right there and make sure that you're bleeding red. Yeah, they don't care who you really are, where you are. They don't even see that you're a star, but I see it, and I want you to see it too. So there's too many people out here that are doing things that'll wrong you. Make sure that you know that. I'm sorry, I got myself. Come on, grab it, let's be inspired.
Steez. You muted.
All types of technical difficulties. Oh wait, this is technical. When I wreck this skull, anytime I get in line, when it's wonderful. Oh, that's right, wonderful. Making up words, y'all are nerds. Anytime I'm missing, I'm a chocolate bird. Oh, that's right, I can take over the earth like I'm Galactus. Anytime it's fasting, I'm intergalactic. I can even have it. Whoa. Y'all are on some bad shit. Oh, that's right. Young ass rappers try to rap past this. All coming down. You understand it. Crack addict. Hey, I'm a fast like an addict. I can't stand it. My name is Gavin. Now my name is Pete. They can't ugly. I ain't got no place. Stop. Can't rock the beat. Go between me like I'm tweeting. See the premiere. Anytime I'm in here. Anytime I get it. Cause y'all can get fat up. Y'all can get wrapped up in some plastic. I am a gangster. Y'all can do the same God. Oh, that's right. What up to us? Oh, that's right. These comments never done. Like they got the arsenal. Okay, they made a pedal. And y'all can't even settle on so let me pass the skull. You know what gas is called. This rap is cold. Oh, they pass the skull. Gas is cold when you rap the skull. Rap is
Yo, I might have to gash your skull unless you wanna come and through, dog. Yo, that's ecclesiastical. If you wanna get biblical while I'm ripping through, yo, my whole flow be lyrical. You can take it like about the dosage. When I get you, leave him all comatose. Then I just coming through. He's like, what's up with the coma? I be on the mic like, what's up with the Coca-Cola? Resurrect, penetrate off directions. Yo, it's like, what's up to my man Russ Skinner? Playing all guitars and singing up in the winter back in the day when I used to remember back in Tallahassee with my man Patrick Evans. Know him since I was about probably 3 years old. My sister used to babysit his booty. I be on the mic like, what's up with the cool G? Yep, that's some old school, like an OG. I be over here, dog, hanging low key, but high key. I be rocking these rhyme schemes every time while I'm kicking with these high beams. My mind dreams from effervescent, from real lucid. They can't quite understand, dog. I drop the blueprint every time while I'm ripping these lines. The visionary rapping here with the mission is scary, but it's how I do it when I'm rocking the beat. They can't quite overtop them when I'm dropping my sheets. Straight up, dog. My flow stay hot. Need a nap. Coming through while I'm chilling with the cat, yeah. You can't understand my Bangor when I'm in Bangor. I range rove, MC's a tank, yo. Hey, yo, they drop in the tank, got the skank, yo. This how we do it when we up in the booty. When I'm rocking right here, when he's over the tooties. Like, what's up, dog? Better rise up like my name Rudy.
rapping to the beat.
Cheer,
stop,
cheer,
so.
He caught the Holy
cheer.
Ghost with that one. I saw it. I saw it.
He had to go Acapulco for a minute, y'all. The ball.
Acapulco.
No lie.
Alright. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Well, damn, y'all. This
Should
has
we
been
get it? Let's get into the put you on segment of the
Aight,
show
aight.
since we just got a little bit of time left, and then we can freestyle.
This has been a
In the
rapping ass
end-
show.
It has been a
Yeah.
rapping ass show. We had hella technical difficulties on our side. We'll hopefully bring our special guest next week and see if we can bring him back on. Yeah. So,
It's all good, y'all. It's all
let
hip
me
hop.
put you on.
We roll with this shit.
Hey,
Alright.
okay.
Who's going first?
Mana usually goes first.
Mana.
Edition.
Put you on, yo. What you got for these people?
You know, I'm gonna put you on to psychology. And I know that's a very broad term, but I feel like everyone should know or should take a psychology class, man. I think it's overrated or underrated. I'm sorry, it's underrated, and people don't really understand how important it is to take a course, like for real, even if you're not in school anymore, or do your own research. There's so many online tools right now that you can learn things from. But psychology is something that will help you for your entire life. It will help you with yourself. It will help you with your relationships with everyone around you. It will help you understand why people do the things that they do. It'll make you understand how you excuse yourself more than you excuse others. People will be hard on everyone else, but when it comes to themselves, they'll be like, oh, well, I did this because X, Y, and Z. But when it comes to everyone else, it's like, no. They did it because they're malicious. And it's like, no, That's probably not true, It'll help you with kids because you'll understand there's definitely different ways that we handle life at different stages, So I took a psychology class when I was in high school, and it blew my mind. And so when I got to college, I took some more courses, and there's so much to it. Even the way that we buy things, that's a lot of psychology behind it. Everything, psychology literally has to do with everything in your life. If you have a brain and a mind, you want to know about it. You should know how humans react and why they do the things that they do. And I think psychology is a great way to better understand yourself. So that's
Word
what
up.
you want to.
Yeah, human beings are wild. We'll always figure out how to unlock the next level. It's like just read. You can read. We're like, oh, you can't read human thoughts. You can't read someone's brain by them not talking. Well, psychology, boom, a whole field dedicated to it. That's wild.
Right. I don't even know if how many people know about Pavlov, his experiment. Do you guys know about that?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I studied some
Josh-
psychology for sure.
Oh, okay. So Josh didn't know about it either. But and a lot, unless you take a psychology course, you probably don't know about it. So basically, Pavlov did an experiment with dogs, and he would I forgot exactly what he did, but he would make a sound every time he would feed them. And then after a while, he didn't need to feed. Their mouth would salivate. They would salivate every time they would see the food, and he would make a sound. And he kept doing this for days on end. And then after, I can't remember how many days, he didn't need to give them food anymore. Every time they heard the sound, they would salivate. So their brain had associated the sound to getting food. And the reason why I'm talking about that, because this happens to us as humans a lot, and I think people don't realize it, it in a bad way or a good way. So if something happens to you, and you might associate other things to that bad thing, or the vice versa, you might associate other things to good things.
Interrupt for a second. So, do you mind with the music? Mana's on it. People aren't able to hear Mana very well. or anybody. So I have
Alright.
everything set up over here if you're good.
All right.
JH said, "Give me the sound." In the nicest way possible.
Give him that beat. Cool.
All right, my man. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. You got it, bro.
Cool time jack move.
But yeah, so yeah, psychology is really important. It will teach you so much more than you would ever expect. And yeah.
Yeah, really. I mean, like when it comes to people, it's really kind of like triggers, right? Like certain things that
Yeah.
people say triggers your mind and triggers certain emotions. That's like the salivation from the dog. So it's a learned. It's something that's learned. So something that's learned can also be unlearned and can also be understood whenever those triggers happen. So if you understand the psychology of yourself and understand the triggers that, you know what I mean, understand certain things that trigger emotions for yourself, that right there is going to help battle against, you know, the reactions of like anxiety, depression, other things that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a whole list of things, emotions and
Dude,
feelings that we have, but understanding
It's
those
so
things
powerful.
will help us out a lot.
and like you said, it will make you understand why you're triggered and can help you get to that next level that you want to be at. Like if you're at a place where you're like, I don't know why I do this, or like I don't know why I do that, you know, whatever your habits that you want to change, psychology, man, that is the best way that you can learn how to change it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yo,
that's my put
Steez.
you on.
That's what's up, y'all. That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I was kind of thinking about what you want should be.
Hey, Antonio, if we could speak Spanish fluently, we absolutely would. But none of us here speak Spanish, Espanol fluently. But we
Alright,
appreciate you tuning in for sure.
No entiendo, doggy. Sorry.
Go ahead, man.
You know what? Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because my put you on is it's you know what? It's a song by Royce the 5'9", but it's also like you should do this in real life. Check up on your strong friend, yo. You know, you got your homie that's probably, you know, I'm only speaking personally just because, you know, I got a buddy of mine. He's always been like a personal inspiration. We've literally like known each other since we're in the 6th grade. You know, and now he's kind of going through it, you know, and you know, I'm trying to get his back the same way he's got my back through like my rough times. So yeah, I would just tell anybody, check up on your strong friend, yo. And if you feel like you are that strong friend and people need to check up on you, I don't know what to tell you, dog. Maybe just like lead by example. Because I've had this conversation.
Reach out, man.
Yeah,
Reach
yeah,
out.
yeah. Lead by example. You know, like
Because you know what? I think like people, they underestimate how important that is. It's like people need to know that you need. I know that reaching out and asking for help is honestly, it's like the hardest thing to do, but it's the most rewarding. It's so rewarding, especially if you're always that strong person and you never ask for help. People will love to help, you know, and they just want a chance to, you know, they just want the opportunity to help. So if you are that strong friend, reach out, man. I promise you that no one is going to look at you differently, and they will be happy. They will be absolutely happy to know that they can help a friend. You know, I know personally, like, it brings me so much joy to ever help a friend. So if you're feeling sad or whatever you're going through, please reach out to someone, anyone.
yeah.
Hey, we love you too,
that's
Antonio.
True, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's up, Soul? What do you got for
All right. So today,
Like it's hot.
Soul Lyricist is putting you on to dropping it like it's hot. All right. If you're going to do something, man, just do it. Like, don't apologize for it ahead of time. Yeah, I'm saying, Don't apologize afterwards after you just did something like, oh, I just dropped this album. I'm sorry. Like, nobody, no, don't do that. Just don't do that. And don't be like, yo, I'm sorry. I'm dropping this album 3 days late. Like, nah, bro, don't do that, man. Just drop it. Have confidence in yourself. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
drop it like it's hot. Have confidence in your work, whether your work is plumbing. You know what I'm saying? And if whatever, if you're putting in a toilet, I mean, like put in a toilet with some umph, man.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean, like build that road in construction. Like put the pipe in the road with confidence. Like you know
Yes.
you can do it. You've been studying it. You know what I'm saying? You've been studying in nursing school for years and years. Like you know how to draw that blood, man. Just do it.
Right.
So whatever you do it with confidence because you know you've been doing it for X amount of years. Even if nobody else knows that you've been doing it for X amount of years, you know it. So Soul Lewis is putting you on to drop it like it's hot.
Hell yeah. I mean, and I love that because you should take pride in your work, regardless of what you're doing. You know why? Because you're doing it. And that's what matters the most. And I feel like a lot of people think that their work doesn't matter. It does. It's extremely important. Your energy is much more important than you could ever understand. The ripple effects that we leave in this universe are bigger than we could ever understand. So anything you do, whether you're a singer, whether you're a salesperson, whether you're an engineer or a plumber or whatever, like anything you do, take pride in what you do because you know what? It's representing you. It's showing what you are capable of. And when you put your all into it and you take pride in your work and do it the way that it's supposed to be done and are actually like caring about it, the world will notice. It does.
Yeah.
The universe will notice.
And
yeah,
if you're,
for sure.
And if you're passionate and you love something, then like it's not even gonna feel like work after that, you know. It's like it's sad how many people you talk to. It's just like you see. It's just like, dog. If you play video games for 9 hours a day, get a Twitch account. Like get a YouTube. Like don't do nothing with that. Like we live in a time where like you can actually do anything. Like think about that. Think of like all the hobbies. Think about all the interests. Think about everything that we all. But I was thinking about like you can meet somebody that is obsessed with like helicopter engines, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like that ain't my thing, but it's just like if that's what you're passionate about, then when you're sitting there, that's probably what you're googling in your free time. So
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, like, the beautiful thing about this world is there is room for everyone and every kind of interest. So even though you think like it might not be for steez that airplane engines, but I promise you there is a group of people out there who are interested in and who will be amazed to find someone else that's interested in it too. So take pride in the things that you love and do it well. And even if it's not like, I used to work in retail and I definitely didn't love it, but the fact that I took pride in my work, like people definitely thought I was the owner. I got a lot of what's it called? I want to say praise for doing my job well, and it led to other things. And like, I think it just shows your character and it builds character, honestly, because you might not do the thing you love immediately in life. I've had so many random jobs, but
you're not going to most times.
Right.
You are not going to do the job that you love the most, especially in your early 20s. Guaranteed, man.
Yes.
You're gonna have to put in some sweat equity.
But you should be glad. You should love the fact that you're able to do it.
Amen.
You should love yourself for doing it. You should love the fact that you are capable, and you're worthy. You have value.
Yo, if you flipping burgers, man, you need to flip the best burgers of your life, dog. Like
Be like
every
SpongeBob.
single day.
Oh, look at how SpongeBob do it.
Make it so that the people who work there only want your burgers.
There you go.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean?
Um,
We've had, I don't know about y'all, but I've definitely had it where I knew who was like the best cook in the house, and I only wanted their food.
Be like, yo, is Billy working? Is Billy working the grill
Exactly.
today?
You
Going
know
to
who
the
you
drive-thru? They're like, nah, Billy's off today. Be like, all right, I'm
And Billy,
out.
let me tell you, and Billy got all the tips. Like we would just, be like, yo, here, make me something.
Right?
So I'm telling you, when you have pride in your work, when you have pride in yourself, man, you can make mountains move.
And I think the
Amen.
best advice we can give to y'all is just like just put the time into it, yo. Like Soul was saying,
Yes.
don't talk about it, be about it. Don't just sit around with all these ideas. Do that shit. Otherwise, you're kind of a crazy person. Uh, but think about it. If you're having all these ideas and you're doing them and they're becoming reality, guess what? You're not crazy. You're a damn entrepreneur, genius slash
I don't know.
whatever.
Entrepreneurs and geniuses are pretty crazy too. So
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
yeah, a
You
good
know.
crazy versus a bad crazy. I feel it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, like make it. It's just it's all time, it's all seconds, it's all minutes, and it all builds into hours, days, and years, y'all. If you don't do
Yes.
it, years are just gonna pass you by, and
Make
you
it
are,
happen,
know-
Captain.
and then you are gonna have to be the best burger of flipper of all time. Have fun.
And I feel like another thing that I was thinking about recently, it's like you have to do something so that your family and friends can support you. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you don't do anything, then people can't really support you. Even if you're shit, you can start your own restaurant with flipping burgers. Like you can take it where you want to,
Yeah.
But it's about doing something. And when you do something, the people around you have an opportunity to support you, and I promise you, they're looking for that opportunity. And yeah, that's a good put you on. It's 10:09. Goddamn. All right, let's freestyle and get the hell up out of here. It's Friday night. I know
right.
everybody.
All right.
It's not going out, but maybe you got a Netflix and chill session coming. I don't know.
The theme of this week is off the rails.
Off the rails. Yes.
Whew.
Okay. Oh, ho, hey. Yeah, I'm trying to get all of the respect. Yeah, that's something that I don't expect. But yeah, I make sure I earn it like a check. Yeah, I'm worried about the self that people don't really think about too much. Cause in this life, yeah, they wanna keep you hushed. Yeah, I talk so much that my face gets blushed. But it's okay, cause I'm gonna make sure that I get heard like I'm loud as hell. And it's a verb that I'm making actions and doing what I need to. Cause in this life, yeah, we all see through. That means that it's transparent. I tell them, what, I really ain't planned it. But it's okay, cause that's what a freestyle does. It makes you think of all the times that you ain't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm not trying to really say too much, but I'm out here and I'm just spreading love. Cause there's too much hate, too much anger in their face. I just tell them, yeah, I don't want to manipulate, and make sure that you get the truth when I'm speaking. Hi, I don't know, but yeah, right now I'll say bye and pass it to the person on my left or my right. I don't know, cause it's all
Bizarre
over in this
world.
light.
Oh wait, it's all backwards. Let me rap like some backwoods. Oh wait, like a rapper should. Oh wait, it's all bizarre world. It's all topsy turvy. But one thing is you can't spit through me. You can't spit a verse or heat. You can't spit an anniversary. Oh wait, anytime you try to verse with sneeze versus me, yo, call up Swiss Beats, baby. Yo, Steez is the rapper. Anytime I do this damage over these guitar strings, y'all don't even want me. It's like when you tune in your guitar strings and that shit slaps and flings and hits you in the face and it stings. I hate that shit. Oh wait, my guitar players know what I mean. It's the Steez. Oh wait, it's me, myself, and Irene. I please. Oh wait, De La Soul. Anytime I get this, y'all can't even get it all. I am too cold, like I'm Danny Myers. I brought the tundra. What are you gonna even try to do? I am not young gunner, but I am ill cause I am just a stunner. I bring the ice age. Anytime I rap, you can't like my page.
Yo. Hey yo, peace to Antonio Callejas. Mi comida favorito es enchiladas. That's some Espanol, know how to put you on right there. If you need to go try it. If you ain't tried it, you can get the bicycle kick, rhyme, swickle, lift when I'm ripping like Luke Kane. Suck your MCs, I got 3 flames for heat dame. Yo, straight up, dog, you can't watch my heat range. It's too high and I'm way past the stratosphere. Playing on a Telecaster ride and I'm out of here. Yo, this how I do it, rock and real, that's the guitar. I be on the mic like what's up when I ski hard. Down these slopes when I'm down out the slalom. Left and right round the tree, boy, yo, I got 'em. Rolling like that and I don't need the decoy. I be on the mic like what's up with the heater noise. Drop the beater with the speakers out the beakers and I be up on the mic like what's up, let's repeat it when I kick the transition. The good man must have missed him, but I be up on the mic, yo, we out the transistor. That's that soundscape, round here we round great. I be on the mic like it's round 3, damn it's 8. Dog, maybe it's 13 minutes past 10 o'clock when I'm ripping here off the spot, off the dot, call Dr. Spock. This Captain Kirk on the spot, dog. It don't make sense, but it's real hot. This how I do it, rockin' music with this real shot. I keep it sure, keep it pure off this real block.
Off this real block. And we're gonna say goodbye. Thank you for listening to our rhymes.
All rhymes.
All right.
Yeah, we chilling tonight, and I hope you are well. And we'll see you next week on 9 o'clock on the dime. 8
The
o'clock.
greenhouse. The greenhouse. The greenhouse.
The greenhouse.
The greenhouse. The greenhouse. The greenhouse.
Hey.
Greenhouse.
Peace out.